Howdy, eggs. Today we're talking about elderly design and how design affects just community in general. Here are a few guidelines for Stop. When we first entered the apartment, it became blatantly apparent that the design was not intended for older people. For instance, when we tried to get food from a top shelf, it was almost impossible to reach the mashed potatoes and cereal.
He wants Hungry Jack.
I do want Hungry Jack.
Nope.
And I'm getting impatient.
Don't worry, I'll get
I
you.
want my mashed potatoes.
Got him.
I don't even want them anymore. Is the Cheerios still on the menu?
Yeah, I'll get you some Cheerios.
Okay, cool.
No problem.
Put that Hungry Jack back though. I don't want to see it on the counter. Or kitchen, you know?
Come here.
Got him.
You put the Hungry Jack up?
Yes! Got it.
Did you put it up? Because I kind of want Hungry Jack.
Also, when trying to get a glass of water, I had to reach all the way up to the top cabinet, which was also nearly impossible to reach. The door handles on the pantry and every other door in the residence were almost impossible to open if I had arthritis like many elderly people do. When we tried to use the bathroom, that was a whole nother story. The door width was extremely too small for a wheelchair to get through, so I had to lift up off the seat and crawl to the toilet. The shower was raised and would be hard for an older person to get into to clean themselves. Once in the bathroom, it was impossible to navigate if a wheelchair had been able to get into because it was nowhere near the 5-foot turn radius required for proper elderly design. When we tried to do the laundry, the Tide and fabric softener was on the top shelf and I had to manually lift myself off of the wheelchair, get onto the dryer, and pick up these items. And and get them down. Well, as you can see, a typical residential apartment is not well suited for elderly needs. To see a local example of better elderly design, our group visited the Bluebonnet House in College Station. Immediately when we arrived, we saw how much easier it was for older people to navigate. Our design criteria seeks to evaluate how effective elderly centers are at meeting the physical, social, and mental needs of older people. At the Bluebonnet House, railings were all over the facility and doors had lever handles that were easy to open. The entire center was covered in thin carpet that gives good traction, and key-coded doors prevented residents from getting outside and injuring themselves. The retirement center also did a fairly good job of addressing elderly social needs. Alcoves and seating throughout the center give both residents and visitors plenty of space for interacting. Common spaces are easily accessible and an outdoor courtyard provides a desirable natural environment. Games and activities are also offered to the residents. Bluebonnet House also handled the mental needs of older people quite well. It was not too loud and minimal glare and a light beige color scheme supported elderly visual needs. Finally, outdoor views and visual access gave residents mental stability.
We thank you for watching our video today, and then just remember, the older population is growing every day, and it's just important to remember about your grandparents. Thanks, and gig 'em.
He loves to twerk.
I'm helping you!
Wait, are you recording? Stop. Alright, stop for real though. Seriously, start the next video. When we first entered the house, it became apparent that the design was not Well, as you can see, a typical residential apartment is not well suited for elderly needs. Wait, I said that perfectly. The keys to elderly design involve, no, I don't know what that is.
Kristen, did you use my razor to shave your butt again?
Sorry! Won't happen again.
You were filming, right?
Yes.